Hello, this is another activity which I wanted to tell you people. We can play this as a game for all the other groups like vehicles, or you can do for the colors, shapes, continents, or anything for that matter. So this time we took animals and we gave a task like it should be domestic, wild, or sea. Okay, so they can write animals which belongs to these subcategories. So Naksha was able to write A for anteater, ape. B for buffalo, bison, bear, and camel, cat, cheetah, cow, catfish, and then she found out camel. So D for dog, deer, dolphin, donkey, and she forgot crab, so she just added there. So E for elephant, eel, fox, fish, gorilla, goat, giraffe, horses, hamster, report, iguana, jellyfish, jaguar, kangaroo, lion, lamb, then M for something, I really don't know, mantra, something, a monkey, I don't know what word was that. N for narwhal, octopus, ox, pig, panther, polar bear, rhino, rat, sea lion, squid, seal, sheep, turtle, tortoise, tiger, whale, walrus, wallaby, and X-ray fish, yak, and zebra. And this was the other thing. The other kid was able to write only few, and then he said, I'm getting bored, I'm not going to write. Then he asked me a permission that he can write only one word for each thing, and he was not able to think. Okay, so that is about the interest or the practice that we create upon. So what happens to the mind is, once we start doing like what all animals are there in a domestic, and then the child brain will go to the wild, and then it will go to the sea. So they will go and search or give a permutation combination of items which falls into each category, and they'll fit into the alphabetical order. This is much easier for the child, rather doing like K for kangaroo or L for lion is a traditional method, but when we do an animal sorting in an alphabetical order, the child has to really think. And the brain, what happens once you start thinking so much, they will easily forget the simple items like sheep and a tiger, because they'll be going into a very strain. After doing like 26 alphabets, they'll be interested of doing like first 5 and then the next 5. So it is like a child cannot concentrate much. So their thinking level, the simple things will not come to their mind, like a pig. Once they can think about penguin, but they'll not be able to think about a pig. They'll be able to think about a sea lion or a squid, but they'll be leaving out a simple item like a sheep. So more the brain stresses on finding a different thing, the normal general ones they will really forget. This is what really happens for many kids when they do exams. Once they don't remember one answers, all the rest will go, because the mind goes into a stress level, so that the simple things which they already know will always go away from the mind. So do this activity for anything that they like. You can just give a grouping, and you can say like do it for the birds, colors, planets, or whatever. So ask them to put into an alphabetical order, so it will be very interesting for them to do. And the next activity that we did today was to find the non-living things in the given room. So she was writing AC, cupboard, book, doll, pencil, bottle, tab, balloon, mirror, brush, picture, soap, tape, mask, or whatever. So she was able to do this, but trust me, when you just ask these items to be written in the alphabetical order of non-living things that you find in a room, the same task will become difficult. So grouping under a particular segment is very difficult for the child, and it comes on practice, and it will become a play. So you can just give them this task, and you can just kill around 15 to 20 minutes of your time, so that they will be able to do this. Okay, just try it and just let me know how it goes.